It's just me again, it's Phil again. Just want to run through the adjustment method for how I adjusted my lights. First off, I want to show you this right here. This is a set of gear wrenches, okay? And it's really important if you're going to buy one of these to buy the Gearwrench brand. Now this is the 10mm, okay? See what the beautiful finish is on this? But the reason I tell you that it's important that you buy the Gearwrench brand is because of the amount of distance in the détentes of this. They're very close together. So it takes a very little bit of difference, a little bit of movement to get more purchase. So if you've got this much movement, you can tighten or loosen a bolt, okay? And they're very well made, they're very strong. Now, they're in no way are they're not torque wrenches. So if you have, they're not made for something that's like cylinder heads or something like that, but for anything else, they're wonderful. So this is the 10mm, and what I want to show you about this 10mm is with this head like this, you can put that head like that, you can put the head like that. And what it is depending on which way you turn it, whether you flip it over or not, one is tightened, flip it over, and then it's loosened, okay? So I don't know, I'm going to put it over here on this, right here. Let's put it right here. I'm just going to show you the versatility of this one tool. This is the 10mm. Now this is a 10mm bolt here, okay? So that's tightened. So that's tightened. I could go like this. I've done like this numerous times when I wanted to loosen. I just go like this. I go like this. And I loosen, okay? If I want to, I'll come down here and do the same thing. If I go to tighten, I go like this. And I tighten. Going like this, it's a lot more convenient than going this much distance. See, you cut the distance down. Plus, this gives you, if you're using your hand, it gives you a feel. So you don't over tighten the thing, because something like this is already almost over tightened here. You don't want to tighten this down so much that it crushes the case of the battery. It's got to be tight enough to not move, and that's about it. So this doesn't have to be so tight. This also fits over here on the battery terminal here, okay? They're just really versatile, okay? So why is this important? Well, when I got into this daggone adjusting these lights, okay? Now I'm going to take this off and I'm going to show you where they told me to adjust the lights. And this is where Honda says to adjust the lights, and they say, oh, you know, go put a screwdriver in here. So here we go, we're coming out. I'm going to show you this. There is a groove right here. See this groove? Okay? And they tell you to put a screwdriver in here, and then you turn it around, and it adjusts the light. Well, you know what? I tried that over and over again. I was like, you know what? There's got to be a better damn way. And this lens right here, this whole lens, I replaced it. I went on YouTube. They showed me how to take this piece off here, which one of the videos shows you how to take the piece off part of the way, and the other video shows you how to take the piece off all the way. I actually recommend you take the piece off all the way. Don't hang it down. Don't do that, because what you do is you risk ripping stuff, and you don't want to do that. Now, obviously, I already damaged this in the accident that I had, but it's better that you just pull the whole piece off. And there's these pieces, these fasteners, like right here, okay? These fasteners right here, you take a flathead screwdriver, you put them in there, you pop up this piece and you pull it out, and you pull the insert out. The whole front end of this car, you can see here, I don't have them in it, okay? But I don't need these in this, because I've got they call them Christmas trees. I got a Christmas tree pushed in here. I got a Christmas tree pushed in here. You can see it's not all the way down. But when I put my hood down, this is going nowhere. And I got these hood pins to hold the hood down. So anyway, getting back to adjusting the light. I was really sort of angry. I was kind of like, you know what, gosh darn, there's got to be where is this gear they're talking? They were talking about there's a gear that you engage with the with this screwdriver. I'm like, I didn't feel no gear. I didn't feel it going anywhere. Now here's the headlight that I took out. You can see here there's pieces broken out of it, and they're broken on the inside of it right here. And I was like, you know what? I'd love to keep this light because it's so clear. It's so much clearer than the other one. But the problem is rain intrusion here is a real problem. If rain gets in here, it'll fail both lights and it'll short everything out. Plus with this broken like this, any cop that pulls me over, if he looks at that and he sees that broken in there, that's a defective equipment failure. Anyway, sorry I placed it. The way this goes in here is like this. Okay. You take off the bumper and then this goes in here like this, okay? So where that slot is had to be somewhere in this body, okay? And I'm like going, okay, well, where is it engaging? I don't see the gear. Where in the hell is the gear at? And then I figured out here's the bolt right here, this mounted, okay? The bolt is like about right there. And I was like going, okay, well then let's look on the side here. Now, the only thing that I can see on here is this right here, okay? And then I saw this right here, right there, okay? And you can see me engaging it right there. Now see how that's spinning, okay? Now that's the first time I've done that. And engage it. But I never went that far. I said, you know what? Let me see if I can see that. And sure enough, now I had to find a wrench that fit it. And sure enough, this 10mm gear wrench fits it. Okay? I'm like, okay, well, that's cool, but that's no good if I can't get to it, you know, without taking the entire car apart. So I started looking for it, you know, and I said, you know what? I've got to be able to see this somewhere. Okay, so we're going to get you back off of this. And sure enough, when I got looking, it was right there. I hope you can see that. I'm not able, because of the way that the angle of the camera is, it's right there, okay? Okay? So it's right there. So it's right where you can get to it with a daggone 10mm wrench or even a socket, okay? So that's wonderful. That is so much better than doing it with a screwdriver, because a screwdriver takes forever. They already said that on YouTube. The guy said, I use a screw tip on a electric gun because it takes so many spins to get it to go. I just went like this. I took this because another great thing about these wrenches is you can put your finger like here, so you can feel a bolt head when it comes through the wrench. You can feel the top of the bolt head. You can also feel it going onto whatever you're trying to tighten. Now, one thing I would recommend is whenever you're, in my case, I was trying to tighten. So what you want to do is you're going to go like this, put it in your finger, and you feel it. Okay, well, now that's tightened, and it's not tightening. So that's tightened. So that tells me it's tightening, okay? Take it, go in here like this. Where is it at? It's right here. And what you do, take your finger. Take the tip of your finger. You go, okay, where's it at? Because it's right here. I saw it just a second ago. It's right there. Okay. Put this on top of it. I felt it fall in on top of it. Now I'm spinning it. Okay? I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm going to spin it back. So I'm going to turn it around and go back. 1, 2. That's how I adjusted it. But it took 30 daggone spins. 30 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And that's that much travel. So probably about 6 complete turns to get the lights to come up off the ground. They were 2 feet down on the ground. They were from the factory. That makes me angry because it shouldn't have never been adjusted like that. It's been through, it's 20 years old, it's been through 10 inspections, and nobody's ever popped it for the lights being down on the ground. That's just crazy. But it's my fault. It's my car. I should have known that. So with this 2003 Honda, that's how you can adjust. You can go through here, and I just hit that with this, which surprises me because I didn't feel it. I fished through here with this screwdriver 1,000 times and never fell into that hole with that gear. I never fell into it. But I found it the first time when I saw it on this right here. When I saw that, and then I saw it underneath here with a flashlight, I said, oh, thank you, Lord. Because it makes it so much easier. It's the easiest up and down adjustment for lights I've ever done. So that's that side. Okay, now 2003 Honda Accord. This is all 2003 Honda Accord. I'm going to put this back in the holder. This holder, I hated it when I got it. I just hated it. I thought, you know, why keep this holder? Well, guess what? The only reason I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wrenches, and one of these wrenches is funny, when they sell it to you, they sell it to you like this, with one of these wrenches on here, so you can go like this. You can go, so you can try it. The only reason I have all 7 wrenches is because of this holder, so I always keep it in this holder. Anyway, they're great wrenches. All right, so you know about this side here. You can get to this side, okay? All right, you can get to this side here. You know where that's at, okay? Where that adjuster's at. See that adjuster? Now, what about this side over here? Well, let's get you over here. I'm going to show you this side. I'm not taking this off, but I'm going to show you what you got to do to get to it. There's just as much room here. It's right behind there where I'm pointing my flashlight, okay? You just got to take that screw out and pull this piece of plastic off. And when you do the snout, that's hooked into the snout for the air cleaner, okay? Because the air cleaner sort of goes in a circle, and that'll come out with it. Don't worry about it. Just save your screws, pull your piece out, pull the snout out, and then you can get right back here in the same exact place. You can see this here, right here. You can see where the thing is. Now, I looked down in here, and I swear I could not see where that gear was. No, I'm looking at it right now. I see it right now. I'll be damned. So that gear is right there. I do see that gear now. It's the first time I've seen it. But why even do that, man? If you got to spin it 1,000 times, it's better off getting on that 10mm bolt. So I just wanted to show you. I want to see if I can see that one over here. Can I see it over here? No, I can't see it over here. No, yeah, I see the bolt. Yeah. So anyway, long story short, that's how you take a 10mm bolt. I'm going to put this back in here. That's how you take a 10mm bolt, and you don't have to go through all this stuff with these, okay, with these holes. All you got to do, get your 10mm wrench like this, okay? Go under here, see where that bolt is, because it's right there. I mean, it's literally right there. It's right here, right there. Put your 10mm, take your finger, find it with your finger. You got to see with your finger. Put your gear wrench on it, or put your socket on it if you want to use a socket. And then you start cranking, okay? Just make sure you keep your finger on it, and you start cranking. You crank it up, and you're good to go. So, I hope that shows you how to adjust your lights up and down. Now, I don't know how to adjust them side to side. Not really worried about it, because the way these lenses are made, I hate to say it. I don't even know if you can do that. But that is the up and down adjustment on a 2003 Honda Accord. The easy way of doing it is to do it. Take a 10mm wrench. I use, like I said, I use the gear wrench. Use a flashlight. Look in here with the flashlight. You can see the head of that thing, that bolt, the silver head of it. And you can put a 10mm wrench on, you just go like this, you go. And it works like a charm. Now, I'm surprised. I sort of embarrassed myself a little bit because I did see that gear down there when I looked at it with the flashlight, but Jiminy Christmas, man. Now I can't find it. No, I can't. Anyway, put the 10mm bolt on there, wrench on there on that bolt, and whack away at it. And I'm telling you, I'm so glad that I got the lights up off the ground. They were on the ground for 20 years. My wife said something to me about it. I said, oh, I know, honey, but they're just terrible lights. No, they're not terrible lights. They're pretty okay lights. They're not great lights, but they're pretty okay lights. I got to buy new housings off of Rock Auto. They're about $67 each. I'm going to buy the OEM versions because I heard about the cheap ones. The cheap ones, you put them in and 2 years later, they're bad again. I don't need that. This one on the driver's side is 20 years old. And I've polished it up with turtle wax, with a buffer wheel, and put silicone spray over top of it. And it clears it right up. Now the silicone spray goes away and it does get dull after about a month, but then you do the same thing over again. But anyway, that's how you adjust the lights on a 2003 Honda Accord up and down using a 10mm wrench. I prefer this Gearwrench. I love these wrenches, man. This set, I just love this set. If I ever lose these or these get stolen, I'm going to get another set. I'm always going to have a set of these with me. I need to get a set of these. I got a set of Gearwrenches that I bought from Harbor Freight that do not have this in it, and that makes them not as good. And they also, this detente is way longer, so it takes about, where this goes click that far, it goes click that far. The one from Harbor Freight goes click this far, like click, click. So anyway, love the wrenches. So happy about the lights. I hope you adjust your lights up. Now, like I said, all right, I'm gonna turn you around this way to my garage. Let's see. All right. Oh, we're almost out of power. This battery must be dead. In any case, this should be about 25 feet away from the garage. And what you want is, you want that light to hit you about right here. Pretty much right where the seam is, the light is hitting about right here. Okay? And the one on the right side is actually hitting about right there. But you see the one on the right side shoots off to the right side of the road. So it can be a little bit higher. But this one's the one's going to blind people coming at you, and you don't want that. But you do want as much road travel as you can get. But they were actually down here. They were right there. I was in shock when I looked at them. And, you know, I've been busy the last 20 years, the last 10 years, actually the last 12 years. 12 years was trying to keep my wife alive, and the last 2 years trying to keep myself alive. So anyway, this helps. If the lights are up here, it helps, okay? God bless you. Thanks for watching the video. I hope it helps. That 10mm wrench, man, that is the jam. I'm just telling you. I'm never going to use that gear that they have in there. I'm going to put the 10mm wrench on the back of that little housing, this right here. Right there. That right there. I'm going to put the wrench on there, like this. Take my finger, go like this, and I'm going to go like this. Like that. That's how I'm going to do it. Like this, see? Now this is tightening, is raising it up. Loosening is lowering it down. And I went, like I said, I went 30 tightens to tighten that thing. My knucklehead's in the window. I'm going to bring you around to my knucklehead and we'll close out the video. Yeah, I know. She's spoiled. Let's go see Knucklehead. What are you doing, Knucklehead? Huh? What? Well, you want some more? You want some more of that applause? I know you want some more of that applause. You like a hog. It's alright, I'm going to give you some more in just a minute. I'll be in a minute, you little knucklehead. Alright. Well, I hope I've gave you some information that you can use about this. I'm so happy that the car is back together. And I'm going to pledge to myself to always drive down to the intersection and turn in. But this right here, man, that's awesome. I'm so glad Honda put that there. I just don't understand why they went with this here. When you can hit this, you can actually reach this from the side of the car, underside of the car, in the hood. You can find it. And you can just put a wrench on that and you can just go to town on it. So anyway, y'all have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching the video. God bless you, and we'll see you next video. Peace.